My name is Darlene Ulibarri, and I'm principal at Robertson High School here in Las Vegas, New Mexico. I think it's really wonderful. I was intrigued at the beginning when I was introduced to the concept and was hopeful that I would see it pan out the way it was described to me. And I've just seen nothing but evidence after evidence after evidence that everything that was presented to me has happened. And I've read about it in the newspaper. I've seen it on pamphlets hanging around town, heard it on the radio, and again here at the school. So I think that the community has really embraced what you've been doing. Honestly, my first impression was like, okay, well, let's see what these guys have to say. And then when you came in, you were dressed very appropriately as a person to conduct business and very official. And you had paperwork that showed what your plan was, and you were working on details on your scheme of what you wanted to see. And when you asked, what can you do to assist us in making things opportunities for your students, I was even more excited because that's what partnerships are. So it wasn't really like you were coming in saying, this is our idea, you can do it and let us know how it happens. It's been really nice that you have taken the lead for everything, and we have just been there to support it. I was excited because our students learn the curriculum that the school provides to learn how to play different kinds of music. But when you open it up to something like the talent show where they can pick what they want to do, how they want to do it within a certain set of set parameters, and just to see them up there doing what they love, it was just awesome because they hadn't had an opportunity like that in I don't know how long. So I just really loved watching it. Well, I know that this town is filled with very many talented people of all ages. And West Las Vegas has their share of talented people as well. But I was in no way worried or concerned how my students would do. And I think that that competition really wasn't about, in the end, it wasn't about East versus West. It started out that way, but really what it was is who's the better performer and who can kick some serious butt here. And that's really how my kids were like, I want to do the best because I want them to know that I'm a better artist, or I'm a force to be reckoned with in this area of interest that I have. But I was really glad that things turned out the way they did because our kids got some exposure, and now I see some other dynamics starting to happen as a result of that. So it's been awesome. Well, the actual idea of being able to compete for a spot in a talent show and get selected for a talent show was one thing. And then participating in the talent show was another thing. But to actually win a prize toward college was just the cherry on top of the cake because the kids were just so excited to be able to participate and to compete. The fact that they could earn money to go to school was just something that was just really, really important to them and to their families. I mean, a lot of these kids, their parents support them all of the time and supported them all the way through, the main show. So the student who won a scholarship was extremely excited, turned his name in just like everybody else, and he was recognized for the scholarship that he was given along with everybody else who got presidential scholarships from different colleges. And he was extremely excited, and as a matter of fact, there was a large amount of applause when we announced that he had received that scholarship. They just want to know when it's going to happen again. They said, this wasn't a one-shot deal, is it, miss? And I said, they're taking this was like a little pilot, like a little test thing, and they're going big. And they said, well, tell them not to forget about us, that they need to keep doing it for us. And I said, well, when Christopher comes back, I'll let him know because he keeps in touch. So they like it and they want to have more of it. Absolutely 100% without any kind of hesitation. From the time you start to the time you finish, it's not another one of those things that somebody has a great idea that falls on somebody else's lap to do. You maintain an active involvement in everything. We're there to guide and support and to unlock a door that you may need here or there. And I would encourage any high school principal to accept this with open arms because it just really truly engages students and it gives them an opportunity outside of their regular curriculum to do something that they're passionate about and to make connections with other people in the community who are passionate about the same things, and sometimes at a high school, you just can't do that for them. But through University of Celebrity, that just opened up another door that otherwise they would have never known. So people should take advantage of being a partner with you. I get a lot of people in my office who have ideas about things, and that's pretty much where it goes. And when you came in and said, this is the idea, this is the concept, this is what we're fleshing out, and I said, well, what about this, what about that? And you appreciated the perspective from a school principal side. And then you said, well, let me work this into our plan and I'll be back. And then you and a couple of other people came back 2 or 3 times to say, well, here's what we've got. What do you think? And I thought, well, you listened. You made the changes that need to be changed so it fits into a high school model, or at least particularly to the needs that I had at my school. And you made things work. So I just want to commend you for taking your idea and making it work, and coming up with such a good end product that you can share with other people. So I'm just glad to be a part of it at the beginning, and I'm just looking forward to see where I hear about your program from here.